Good morning, students. Myself Hemlata Verma, and I am going to take your science subject. Before we start our main syllabus, I would like to introduce about the science. What you had studied in your junior classes, from that it is quite different because it is the base for your further education. What you will learn today that will be utilized further as per your selection of subject in class 11th. So first we will see the definition of science. It is a knowledge gained by asking the questions and you will get the answer by doing the experiments. That is, we are going to correlate all the physical activity with the living world. Okay children, one silly example I am giving. You have seen at your home the curding of milk. How it happens? That curding of milk, for that we are taking milk, along with that we will add small spoon of curd. Then we will leave it for one day or overnight. Next day when you will go and see that bowl, that milk automatically it will convert in the curd. So that is a chemical change which is going to take place in the milk to form curd. So it is a part of your science. Next we will see about the types of science. Basically at school level we are having these three types. The first thing, that is biology. There we will learn about all the living organisms. Second one, about the chemistry. Just now I gave you the example of curding of milk. Then what happens? Chemical changes are going to take place. So here we will learn about the chemical changes, how the combination is going to take place, how that particular decomposition is going to take place, and the last one, physics. In that physics we will learn about the basic principles which are used for running this and that type of appliances. It may be electrical appliances, it may be solar appliances. Certain principles are based. So that principles, the study of that particular principles is known as your physics. So these three overall combine together to form your science. When you will study in your textbook, you will get different chapters from these three portions. And as per that, we will study. See children, here one brief description is given. First what we will do, we will ask a question to anybody. You can ask your parents, your teacher, anybody. After that, hypothesis means somehow we will create one story. Suppose I ask, what is your name? So one hypothesis I will create. Might be your name will be Aman, might be your name will be Garima, or anything. So that hypothesis I will do. After doing the hypothesis different I had thought by asking here and there. Then I will collect the data. After collecting the data, I will analyze the data. I will come to know what actually your name is. After that, does it fit? Whatever the hypothesis I had made, does it fit to that particular question? That I will see. If it is yes, then we will move further. If it is no, then what we will do, we will stop that particular activity and from the beginning again we will start. That is from the hypothesis, then next that collecting the data, then analyzing the data, then after that again we will correlate with that two things, then we will come to the conclusion. In that manner, you can say that the science is a branch where we are concluding certain scientific reasons. After that only we used to prove that this and that particular question will be that particular answer. Okay children. Now we will continue with our topic as per the textbook. That is the biodiversity. Children, now we will continue our main topic. As you can see, total 18 chapters are there and that had been divided into various physics, chemistry and bio. We will start our first lesson, that is biodiversity and classification. First we will know what is the meaning of biodiversity. Bio means your living system, diversity means your variation. So what all variations are going to come within the living system, that will be known as your biodiversity. Further we will see what all living organisms are there that had been classified into various groups, that is animal, plants. So that we will study in classification. See children, what is given here? We see different groups of organisms all around us sharing similarities and difference. For example, group of animals includes those like horses, dogs, cats, etc. While plants would include neem, banyan, jamun, pomegranate, etc. If we compare the properties of each group, we would find that members of a group share more similarities among themselves than with members of others group. Here what it is given children, as you people can see nearby your surrounding, so many animals are there, different types of plants are there. They are having certain similarities among each other, but they are different from each other. So that is only biodiversity. The difference is only studied under this biodiversity. Now in the second para, it is given about the neem plant, dhatura, then your animals such as dog, cat, horse. So they are different from each other. Okay, so the difference, the study of the difference or the specific group is known as your species. Species is the smallest unit when we talk about the classification, and here all the properties are specific of a particular group. Suppose you take the example of cat. When you will talk about the cat, the characteristics of leopard and cat will be little bit similar, not exactly similar, but little bit it will be similar. That is by the face, by that walking, by running, they having certain characters. So in that we can say that they are of same species. No, they are of same genus. They belongs to one family, cat family only, but some difference will be there. Now you will say about the species. What is species then? Red color, white color, different colors of animals are there. So that will be of species. For species, one silly example I will give you children. That is the dog. Different breeds of dog maybe you had seen near your locality. German Shepherd, Pomeranian, Bulldog. Different types of dogs are there. They all are belonging to one family, that is the dog family. But when we talk about the species, they are dissimilar. Now, when activity is given, we have to observe the neem plant. What is neem plant? You have seen near your locality. If neem plant is not available, you can take any other plant, okay, such as your banyan tree, or you can take that mango tree, guava tree, any of the plant you can take. Two plants you have to take, and this table you see in that plant number 1, plant number 2 likewise you mention. Then you mention the length of the stem. Try to take the short height plants so that you can easily measure the length of the stem. Number of leaves quite impossible to count, but try to count approx. Shape and size of the leaf. Different shapes and size are there. Some are palmate, some are pinnate. As per that you count that. You see that shape and size of the leaves. Then color of the leaf. Obviously green color, because we are talking about the neem, people. So they will have green in color only. Edges of the leaves. Which type of edges? Whether the curved shape or pointed shape and so on. Venation. Venation means inside that leaf we are having venation, that is reticulate venation or parallel venation, that you have to study. And overall we have to conclude that what is the similarity between that two plants and what is the dissimilarity between that two plants. The next one, the same activity you can do in human beings also. Here at least 10 children is given. Try to take nearby locality 4, 5, 6 children try to take. After that, this table, as per the table you just study, name of the student, then height of the student, then weight of the student, then after that pointer finger, measure the length of the pointer finger, then thumb print, then length and breadth of the palm, the center portion of your hand. Then what we will see, what all similarities will be there and why they are different from each other. Okay, the two individuals which are having nearby similarity or approx similarity, that will be included in your same species, and which are varied from each other, that will be kept in another species. So in that way we can conclude the definition of variation, that is the difference between the two characters, long height or the short height or the curly hair or the straight hair. Two organisms are having similar characteristics, that will be included in species. If it is different, then it will be included in your variation. So variation plays an important role for the population of any of the living system. Now see children, we will learn about the grouping and classification. For that, first we will study about the grouping. As you people are knowing, you are having varieties of friends in your class. So we are having one friend circle. We are having one group. Some may have 2 members, some may have 3 members. So more than 2 will be included in your group. So here you can see in the second para different types of your materials are given, such as your plastic scale, book, pen, text tube, wooden blocks. So what you have to do, you have to differentiate that one, that which material is used for the preparation of particular plastic or wooden scale. Then what you have to do, you have to classify them. After classification, we will put in that wooden things or we will put in the cuboidal things. You will come to know that maximum number of things are made up of wood or maximum number of things are made up of cuboidal things. After that, what you have to do, again the same thing, we will try to keep more similarity in together, that is within the same species. Then that same thing is known as your group. Okay, suppose you take the example of rubber ball, cricket bat, a rope, a plane mirror. They all are your playing materials. After that, what you have to do, we will keep under one thing, that is play group. Then in the same manner, you can see different things are there that is made up of wood. So that the categorizing of things on the basis of their characteristic feature, and the similar one is kept within one group and the different one is kept in another group, that will be known as your grouping. Okay, same thing is given here. See, plastic scale, book, pen, test tube, wooden blocks, lens, plane mirror, piece of the glass, piece of the plastic, rubber ball, cricket bat, rope, needle, wooden scale, pencil. Okay, so here what we have to do, children, in this particular case, this all materials are given, we have to classify that whether it is made up of wood, whether it is not made up of wood. After that, after classifying, we came to know that maximum number of things are made up of your other materials instead of wood. Less number of things are made up of your wood. Then further, the materials used for the preparation of that particular things is again classified. Some are made up of glass, some are not made up of glass. So in that manner, we can put one conclusion for the classification. So the categorizing, after that the grouping, after that the classification. Just like how you people used to get the name from your parents, in the same manner in classification also we are trying to give certain names to certain organisms. Okay, so that manner we will learn about the grouping and classification. I hope you people had understood about the classification. Next class we will continue about the grouping and classification.